Hey guys, this is Samuel the Geek with Ben, and he's going to show us Skulls of Shogun. Now go ahead and explain what this game is for a little bit.
Alright, Skulls of the Shogun is an arcade strategy game. So what we mean by that is it's a game that is approachable, easy to get into. We hope it's something you can just walk up to in an arcade, like even see in an old school arcade. But it is a strategy game at its core.
So it's like a casual RTS?
Well, it is a turn-based strategy game, so it's not a real-time strategy, but there's no grid. So you see, what you're seeing right here is the intro to the single-player campaign. You get a little bit of setup for the story and what's going on in this world. And you're this famous general who's just died, and you show up in the afterlife, and you're not getting the reception that you expect. These guys are like, "You need to get in line, buddy." And you're like, "I'm a big important guy. This isn't what I was expecting when I died." So you're just trying to figure out what's going on, and of course you got to get into some combat right away. So this also just kind of teaches you the basics of the game.
And will this be a summer of arcade game?
No, it'll be out later this year.
Later this year? Okay, so it's a turn-based strategy game. Is it similar to Fire Emblem or anything like that?
Yeah. We take actually a lot of inspiration from Advance Wars.
Oh, nice.
But you notice there's no grid.
Yeah.
So we got rid of the grid. You can move anywhere within this circle and interact with things, like attacking enemies. You can see the flags of their health.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
Starting to get chewed up right there.
Yeah.
And each turn you can use each of your units. So I got 3 units here. This is my infantry. He can't move quite as far, so I just got to leave him here for next time. And my general's the most powerful character, so go ahead and use him.
Do you have a set price yet?
No, we haven't.
Not yet. Okay, and no release window, like a month, like fall or.
No, it'll be coming out with Windows 8 actually.
Oh, with Windows 8?
Yeah, I mean alongside whenever Windows 8 comes out. That's what we're targeting.
So it's not going to be like a cross-platform or dual-platform.
We haven't talked about any of that stuff, but it's gonna be running on Windows 8, on Windows Phone, and on Xbox Live Arcade.
Oh, so all 3 of them?
Yes.
Nice. And this is just the Xbox 360 demo?
Yeah.
Are there other demos here for the Windows 8?
We're not showing the other platforms right now. They're basically identical. I mean, obviously on the phone you're going to be using your finger instead.
All right.
But we've got multiplayer going on here too.
How's the multiplayer and what does it consist of?
So we've got a couple different modes, but the core is we support up to 4 players, local and online.
Okay.
So you can have 4 of your friends sit down on the couch, or 2 of them could be somewhere else. So it's a deathmatch style game. So each of you has a general, and you're trying to kill each other's general.
Does it support for the local multiplayer, like the guest player, so that you can go online? All right, cool. Because some games don't do that, and that's kind of lame.
Yeah.
So, what else would you like to talk about this game?
Let's see. Well, maybe I'll pop out. I'll stop the tutorial and I'll show you just a little bit of multiplayer.
Okay. Show us the multiplayer.
Which is and I'll show you one other environment. So in the single player game, you start on the beach here and you show up. And what you're really trying to do in this segment is actually I'll show you just a tiny bit more of this. You're trying to get into the afterlife proper. This is just the shores. There's a big set of temple gates that keep you from getting into the afterlife, and that's where like the really honorable people are. So you kill this guy and move on to the next section. So he's not getting any respect, and these guys are like, yeah, we don't get any respect either. That's why they're joining you. And here's where the line to get in starts. And they're like, here's where the line starts, but it's going to take a while. 512 years. And you're like, I'm not having this. How long have you been waiting here? So we try to keep the dialogue kind of fresh and goofy, not too serious.
So it's kind of a revolution to get into the afterlife, sort of a sense.
And you're trying to figure out what's going on, because as you we don't have to go through all this dialogue here, but basically this guy has just said, you're claiming to be General Akamoto, and there's already a General Akamoto here. There's somebody who's claiming to be you, and so you're trying to figure out what that's all about.
I see.
Why do they think you're an imposter?
So, is the multiplayer like cooperative, or is there a versus mode? Or
Yeah, I'll pop out to that now. So this is kind of your first major battle in the single player campaign. But if we pop down to versus, we got a bunch of different maps. So you just pick how many players you're gonna have. Let's just show you I'll show you a 4-player. That's cool. But you can use AI can take over for some of those characters.
all right. But there is a cooperative mode.
So you can do deathmatch or team deathmatch. So you can join forces. But there's no co-op in the single player.
All right. Okay.
So you pick your color here, and then we'll just let the AI play for the other characters. So you can see there's 4 armies, and each of us has a general. Here's my general. He's got this sweet facial hair. And my goal here is to take out the other generals.
All right, that's cool. And you just move like turn by turn as much as you can?
Yeah, what I'm doing right now is I'm capturing resources. So I'm not really close enough to attack any of those guys. So I want to grab some of these resources while I'm close enough. And while they might be able to attack some of my guys, but if I don't get them now, I probably never will. So better grab those first. And then now I've moved 5 guys. You're always limited to 5 characters, even if you have more than that per turn.
Okay.
So now it's the AI's turn. He's going to go out and probably do something similar. And then on the next turn, we'll get into some real combat. Yeah.
All right. Looks very interesting, especially for those who are into strategy games.
Yeah.
I mean, on the consoles, we've only really had Halo Wars, and I can't even really name anything else besides like
there's not a lot of them.
PC ports.
Yeah, we're trying to do something that's appealing to people that like strategy, but something that's a little bit different.
So since it's on all those platforms, will there be crossplay at all?
No comment.
No comment. All right. You do not comment on speculations or rumors?
No, I don't. So now here you see, I've got my yellow guy. I'm in range of a couple different characters. They're both busy haunting, so normally they would hit me back if I attacked them, but they're too busy haunting, so I got a free shot. 3 damage on him, and I'm done, and I can use the rest of my movement to get out of the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Since I happen to start right next to him. Now if I move this guy up, and I move him all the way to the edge of my range, you'll see...
You can hit him again.
Okay, I killed him, which is cool, but since I moved him to the edge of my range, I don't have any movement left. So he's kind of stuck out there by himself.
So it makes you use your movement in a way that you have to like plan out at all.
Yeah. So like maybe I want to get close enough to attack, but leave some movement so I can get out of the way.
All right.
So the archer's kind of a distance ranged unit. His bow is pretty powerful. And then when you kill units, you see he's left the skull behind. That's where the name of the game comes from. That's a power-up. So I can eat that skull, and it will start powering this character up.
Nice.
So you can see his flag. He started building another flag. And if he gets to a 3rd skull, he'll turn into a demon.
That's awesome. All right. You have anything else to say, or is that about it?
No, that's the core of the game right there. Actually, we're about to see some monks popping up. That's the other kind of major element. These are monk shrines. You see that kind of crazy looking statue there?
Yeah.
That's a salamander monk shrine. If you haunt that, you get the salamander monk. He's summoned, and he's a magic user. So he throws fireballs. He's all about destruction. And each of the worlds that you go through has a different type of monk. So you're kind of introduced to them as you go through the campaign. And the world you're seeing right here, this is in the summer. So it's kind of rainy. It's hot and wet. And that's the second world that you come into.
All right. Well, it was good to meet you, Ben.
Thanks.
Have a nice day.